And thanks so much for joining us. I'm ALVAREZ. We begin tonight as a group of Clearfield County residents gathered to remember a man who lost his life in a Coalport house fire last week. Now, 33-year-old Matthew Troxell was killed in that fatal fire last Friday night. Now, the arson turned homicide investigation put 36-year-old Jonathan Gallagher behind bars for setting that blaze. All this while residents in Coalport say they're fed up with the rising crime in the area. Our Yanni Tregellis has more from tonight's vigil.
Devastated community gathered to pray and to remember a life lost too soon.
And a hope, Lord Jesus, a light in the darkness.
They listened to prayer by local pastors, then took a silent candlelit prayer walk around the block to the house where Troxell died, not only praying for the loved ones, but also for healing in the community.
Things are going to happen here because the Spirit of God is in this community. This is just the first step that we can take.
With no police presence in town, community members are crying for help and hoping for change.
But I've seen what these problems can do to other great communities. But it's not going to happen here. Yes. It is not going to happen here because the people are too good in Coalport.
Troxell's death was ruled a homicide, and earlier today, 36-year-old Jonathan Gallagher was arraigned on charges including arson and criminal homicide. Less than a week later, family still remains in shock.
Especially when it's something, that you don't expect. It's just been difficult.
Thompson says that the crime rate in town has gotten out of control and that there needs to be a change. And until that comes, she says, it's on each and every member of the community.
Love your neighbor. Just love your neighbor and be there for them and just let God do the rest.
A GoFundMe was created in Matthew's memory, and in just 4 days since being started, they have already eclipsed the $5,000 goal set to pay for his family's funeral expenses.